Hi guys and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be building this little house. Well, it's not so little, it's kind of big actually. It's a lot bigger than I intended it to be. Most of my builds seem to go that way, where I have intended it to be something completely different than it turns out to be. Um, as you'll see later on, I completely change everything about the house. I recorded this speed build, I guess it would be considered, over the course of a week. Because I kept rage quitting because interiors are hard. So difficult to figure out a layout. The outside looked fine in my personal opinion. You can probably form your own opinion whether or not you like it. But personally, I like the outside, and then I went inside, and then everything was wrong. So I had to change things up a little bit. But yeah, there's not much to talk about in terms of the speed build until later, so I'm just going to talk to you like I'm talking to a friend on the phone. So, hi, how is your day going? My day is alright. I am still in my onesie and it's 3 p.m. on a Friday. Uh, I don't have classes on Fridays, so lucky me, I get to sit in my onesie all day. I should probably put clothes on. I'll do that after this. I want to be comfy to record my audio. I don't know if that would actually affect anything, but I'm going to pretend like it does so I have an excuse for being in a onesie all day. Um, Rocky, no. My dog is trying to look out the window, aka ruin my blinds and bark at everything that moves. So hopefully he doesn't do that. Rocky, come here. Come here, baby. Rocky! I apologize for that. Hopefully he doesn't do that again. Anyway, I already asked you how you were. You can't respond, but if you would like, you can talk to me in the comment section below. I will definitely get back to you, seeing as nobody watches my videos, and a comment would be very welcome. Yeah, so this is the part where I couldn't decide on windows for 5 years. So that's super fun to watch, guys. So fun. Oh my god. But I keep saying but what is there to talk about? I don't have class today, like I said, because I'm in college and I'm a senior and I graduate in December because I took a semester off, yada yada. So interesting, I know, my life. And tomorrow I have an interview for a job that I would like to have, and it's with a company that is new and it's a startup company, so I'd like to help them out with their startup. So that's kind of exciting. I also made myself a little schedule, which doesn't sound exciting, but for somebody who is super ADHD, and I'm not saying that as oh, I'm so ADD, haha. No, I legitimately have ADHD. As someone who's super ADHD, schedules are very welcome. So I put a schedule on my computer, and then also a bazillion reminders on my phone, so I can actually start uploading more regularly. So hopefully if you do somehow come across this video and think, hey, this girl is a mess and it makes me feel better about my life, you can watch more of me. So my schedule is going to be Monday and Wednesday and Friday, because I go to school on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and then I tend to either see my family or do class projects and things on the weekends. So that'll be fun. I usually do Creator Sims on Mondays, and then I think I'm going to do Wednesdays as my Legacy Challenge, if you watched that video, which was also a super flop. And then on Fridays, I'm going to be doing buildy type videos, not necessarily speed builds, but things that involve build mode. So yeah, that made little to no sense, but I hope you understand what I'm trying to get at. What else to talk about? How do people do this? This is absolutely ridiculously hard. My dog is on the ground. His name is Rocky, and he is a pit bull lab mix, and he's brindled, and he's the cutest thing in the whole world, but he barks at everything. But now he's laying down like a good boy. Yeah, are you a good boy? He does not care about me right now. Are you so cute? Okay, there, I got his tail wagging a little bit. Um, does anybody else's dog just like randomly start running around the house as quickly as humanly possible? Like, he's been doing this since we lived in like a teeny tiny apartment. Like, he would just run from room to room, to room to room to room, as fast as he possibly could. And now he does it. And now that we have a second floor, we live in a townhome now. He literally goes from front door to back door, one side of the living room to the one side of the kitchen, upstairs, in one bedroom, in another bedroom, and then downstairs, like as quickly as he can, over and over and over again. We call them zoomies. I saw that in a video online at some point. I don't remember who to credit for that, but I thought it was the cutest thing ever to call it. So we call it zoomies. And he just runs as fast as humanly possible. And it doesn't matter if he's had like a full day at doggy daycare. Yes, that's a thing, if you didn't know. He will still do it. He just likes to run like a crazy person. But the thing is, like, I try to play with him through the day, and he just wants to sleep and be lazy, and I'm alright with that because I like sitting on the couch and just cuddling with him and not having to do much, slash recording these videos because other than the rage quitting on this build like 15 times, they're pretty relaxing and fun to do, and just like, I don't feel like I'm sitting in my place all alone for however long it is. But yeah, something else fun to talk about. Let's see. I already talked about the fact that I'm graduating in December. That's terrifying. Is anybody else terrified of like actually having to start their life after college? No, just me? Okay, cool. But yeah, I have, or I'm going to have, a degree in marketing, which wasn't really what I wanted to do. I wanted to do interior design, which is funny because I absolutely hated doing the interior of this house, but that's okay. Um, but I'm going to graduate with a degree in marketing, and yeah, so that is so like all encompassing that I really don't know like what specific field I want to go into, which is terrifying. So I'm just kind of hoping that I get a job in general because being broke sucks, as I'm sure a lot of you feel me on that one. Like, college student broke, you know, like you have a laptop, but like you can't feed yourself. That's always fun. Like, my dog eats better than me like 50% of the time. It's kind of ridiculous, but we just pretend that doesn't happen, and like I eat the ramen and try to convince myself that if I put like some spinach in it, it's not as unhealthy anymore. Ooh, food. I am cooking food right now. Um, I am making some chicken and baked potatoes. Yeah, I'm making multiple of them, not just one, because me and food, we're not best friends. I've not always had the best relationship with food, and so like if it's not easy to make, uh, for myself, like if I'm not cooking for somebody else and I have to cook myself something and it's really like long and tedious to make, I just usually just don't eat, which is bad. I know. So to try and combat that, um, and not just like make myself either ramen or like a microwave meal of some kind, which is usually got so many preservatives you're gonna die, I decided to quote unquote meal prep. And I say quote unquote because it's literally just chicken times four and baked potato times four and probably some broccoli whenever this is over and I decide to actually chop that up and do that. Um, yeah, but hopefully that'll be a good time. I'm going to take a drink of my tea because I am very thirsty from talking for so much. So if you don't like gulping noises, I apologize, but one second. Alright, that's over. Oh my god, these stairs. The stairs. I finally started to get like some kind of like semblance of like what I wanted to do with the house once I started breaking down all the walls and just like changed the color of everything. Um, I kind of modeled it after like an old friend's house because they had two sets of stairs and like the kitchen was off of the stairs, so that's a little bit different. But like they had like this front room, um, which is gonna go by. Oh, oh, oh! It's lagging. It is lagging bad. Oh well. But not the left side of the stairs, but the right side of those stairs that you can see right now, hopefully. Um, that ends up being like a little sitting room, and then they had like an office to the other side of it, and all that fun stuff. So I was just kind of like, I guess I'm gonna do what I know because that's the most functional thing I could come up with. Because the floor plan beforehand was not working out, and then there was just this weird giant space in the middle, and I don't know what's going on with the recording right here. It's just so choppy. I think I tried to change the camera settings so it would be like a little bit nicer, and it ended up just like freaking out my computer because it couldn't handle it, and so you get 0 frames per second. That's what I did. I changed it from 30 frames per second to 48, and then it just like did this, which is like 2 frames per minute, which is not good. Oh, I do put that window in later. I didn't realize I had forgotten that window until like I rage quit on this again and then came back. So I do put that window back, I promise. Um, this is a Tudor style home. I did it in Windenburg because it's my favorite place. I'm hoping that eventually Vivian Albright from my Legacy Challenge will be able to live here. I can't remember how many simoleons this is, probably well over 100. So that won't happen for a very long time. Oh, here we cut back in. So there, I'm trying to fix some things. But yeah, so hopefully she'll eventually be able to live in here. That's gonna take some time though. I did play off camera for quite a few days of her life because nobody wants to watch a sim be miserable and not have anywhere to sleep or poop or eat. So yeah, I played off camera for a little while and let her like pass out like 15 times and fish and like gather some collectibles so that like she would actually have some place to be, you know? But yeah, you'll see that in the next episode. That will be up on Wednesday, like I said, with my schedule that I'm attempting. Schedule, yeah. And then we have a kitchen now, so that's nice. Oh my goodness, I really don't know what to talk about, guys. I haven't used those cabinets really ever because they're super expensive. I usually use the white ones with the white countertops. You know what I'm talking about? The country-looking ones, I guess, would be a descriptor for them. I don't know. But this is the point where like the house started to come together a little bit more. I did lose some footage here in a second, so it does cut right into like a completely separate part of the house. But you'll see that in like 3, 2, 1. There. See? So some things got decorated. But if you want to download this is going to be on my what is it called? Origin account? Yeah, sure. Whatever. It'll be on the gallery. I'll put it on the gallery. Weirdly enough, a lot of my builds have been showing up as modded. I'm not entirely sure why, because I haven't put any modded content into any of my builds, from what I can remember anyway. So if you want to download this house, it is under my Origin ID, which is Luluphoria, spelled the same way as my channel, and it will be called Terrible Tudor. I'll call it that. I'll call it Terrible Tudor because it is terrible. And if you want to make it look nicer for me, just let me know. Just comment on it and be like, I'm going to take your mess of a house and make it look 5,000,000 times better. I will so appreciate that. Oh gosh. But yeah, at this point, I think we're just decorating the rest of the downstairs, and then we move on to the upstairs. Oh, yep, there was a clip that got eaten up there too. So the whole entire of the first floor is decorated. I made a little game room upstairs and like a little other sitting room, and then like 2 teen rooms and a toddler room, or like a teen slash child room, whatever you want to do. I made them all relatively gender neutral, with the exception of this like little girly toddler room. I think there's just more like girly items to do with toddlers than there are boy-y things. Is that even a word? Whatever. And then I finished in the bathrooms last, which are super, super interesting. Toilet and a shower and a sink. Woohoo! Oh, and then I'm sure you saw earlier, I have the biggest struggle putting in those toilet paper holders. I think this bathroom was like the easiest one I've ever had to put in. Woohoo! Look, it just went straight there. But the one downstairs, the two downstairs, I should say, and the one that's for the kids slash toddler, I have to like zoom in as far as possible and then like go into the whole room and it's just whatever. Okay, so I'm pretty sure the screenshots are coming up soon. I'm just like finishing some landscaping here, so I'm gonna go. Bye guys, thanks for watching.